you know a little more. And here we are. So, welcome back to season 2 of The Gates of Avalon. We are in episode 4, and we're going to do a little recap. Last week was a crazy week, one of the most incredible sessions we've had. After the run-in with the gang in the streets and subsequently escaping through clever techniques from the city guards, Guanjun, the Silver Paladin, begged to be taken to a Silver Priest, which, Jay, your character's name again is?
Hugo.
No,
Oh,
Jay, not Justin, Jay. Aldara?
Aldra.
Aldra. So Aldra was stuck on the rooftops and decided that the heat was too high, and she kept to the rooftops and lost sight of Guanjun, Hagen, and Yugo. As Yugo, disguised as a city guard, marched them off towards some place and escaped from the clutches of the city guard. What he did was he brought Guanjun to the Church of the One True Way, which is a large cathedral in the northwest quadrant of Black Smoke. Upon reaching there, near the very steps of the cathedral, Guanjun found himself overcome with paralysis and possession, which has been his problem for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Hagen ran into the church, and he somehow mustered up, with whatever words he used to describe the problem, a exorcism. And what ensued next was a long journey of terror and defiling of the church. But ultimately, a huge bone devil was exorcised from within Guanjun's very spirit.
Oh, awesome.
And the bone devil ultimately defiled the church and partially destroyed it as he fled. Now, this is a piece of information that is rapidly making its way around the city. This is now a city under siege. Nobody knows where the bone devil went, and only a very small number know where it came from. Now, what happened next was that Guanjun, reinvigorated from his possession, called a magical steed and decided to go to the one place he knew was safe in the city, and that was the Elven Enclave. And Jay, you somehow felt that in your own space that was the next place you should go, considering you were separated from your duty. So Hagen, Guanjun, Yugo rode across town at breakneck speed into a place where Hagen had been, but Yugo never had. And you went into the Elven Enclave and were welcomed by Castine himself, who is the elf lord of the Enclave. And there you spent some time mentally recuperating and relaxing. Jay, your character, showed up eventually and was brought into the same area.
Mm-hmm.
And then you were asked to meditate and relax. And eventually you all fell asleep. And a much-needed night of rest.
Okay.
In the morning, when you rise, you are met by another caretaker, and that caretaker tells you that Guanjun has departed from the Enclave on a personal quest and will no longer be available to you in the party. And Hagen, nobody really knows what happened to him. He seems to be gone. And Yugo and Aldra, you come to the large meeting hall, which, Aldra, you know very well, and you're still fascinated by this place even existing in what looks like a copse of trees that you've seen sometimes walking by, but never even knew it was in here. And there's plentiful food. You guys dine, and Castine comes to you. He says, your party has changed, but your mission has not. We desperately need you to find this girl, still. And there is great urgency, as we had said before. The Silver Knight has been called away to perform a similar task, but can no longer assist you. his possession being an earth-shattering revelation to the Silver Order, he has been called away for further cleansing. And he has ridden off at first light. The mage, we put him into a room similar to yours late last night, but when we came this morning, he was gone. We have no idea where he may be. And then Castine comes in, and he speaks to you. I have a name for you to find who will help you find this girl. And in case you forgot the value of this girl, I'm going to tell you more of who she is. This girl is a very rare individual indeed, who comes to pass only every 100 years. This particular girl is not 100 years old, but within the confines of our world, a girl like this is born every 100 years. We don't know who she is or where she came from, but we know that her existence is a grave threat to the continent. She is what we call a vessel. A vessel is a spirit and a body that is of tremendous power, but not to herself. If you witnessed the possession and exorcism of Guanjun, you know a little bit about what a vessel is. A vessel is a body that can host a spirit from another plane. Most anyone can be possessed by a devil or a demon, and they can be exorcised as well. But this particular girl has the power to host an extraplanar creature of very, very high power, unlike anyone else that we know. And her existence means that a certain prophecy that we have been tracking could potentially come true. So as you can imagine, the existence of this girl and her whereabouts is of great interest to the body infernal. Now, the body infernal is the hell's host, which Guanjun and his previous party went out to the Earth Cut, where no one had gone for a long time. And through ritual and ruse, were able to rescue the girl. And when they brought the girl back here, just 3 days ago, they were told to bring the girl to Avalon, to the Cathedral of the One True Way in Avalon, for a cleansing. However, on their road out of town, they were ambushed, and the girl was taken. Now, we know that the body infernal does not have the girl, because we know they are looking for her. We believe one of the factions of the syndicate has the girl, but we don't know which one, and we don't know where. But I am going to instruct you to meet with a particular person who will have the most chance to have information about where she is. And make no mistake, this person I have previously spoken to. Okay, hang on one second.
Ooh. Good stuff. Good stuff.
So,
okay, are you there? Are you there?
Yeah.
All right, so sorry. So, I want you to go and meet with a man named Glorin Vongrim.
Glorin
Vongrim is a dwarf, a very rare breed of dwarf, who probably knows more about this city than anybody.
Okay.
And he can be found at the Harbor Master's Tower. Now, the Harbor Master's Tower, you've seen. It is a keep that is right off the docks, and it's a few stories tall. It's a tower, and it is a place none of you have been in. It's buttoned up tight. It's very secure.
Okay.
And from there, the people who work there, whoever they are, they can see all the ships and all the boats come in and out of Black Smoke. The warehouses and shipping companies are all pretty close in that area. There's constantly goods moving in and out. But everybody knows the Harbor Master's Tower. It's very recognizable. And then I can show you a picture of it. Hang on one second. Let me see here real quick. Let me see if I have this here.
I was just starting to like Guanjun too.
Well, we felt that if he was the only one still around, it would be kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, Aldra hated him, so it works out great. But I liked him.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I get it, and Zach obviously is still here with us. He has not disappeared. Let me just check this one thing. I want to show you a picture of this thing. So give me a second. Let's see if I can find his previous.
Hagen, it's all good. Me and Aldra, we're good. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
No, the goal was like with a new group, we should form a new story for ourselves, right?
Yeah.
And like not have this huge like pre-existing story that we've all been through. You guys being thrown into this story that we've all been through already. So like we're forging our own story at this point.
Okay. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Let's see what I got here.
Aldra still has to talk to Christine about killing a guard on accident, but that's all good.
Right.
Jesus. Where is this?
Natural 20.
Image.
No!
I'm looking for this image.
Hey. I just rolled a natural 1 just out of curiosity. That's great.
don't do that. There it is. Black Smoke.
That's good. That doesn't count. That's good.
Yay.
Get that out of the way for the night, so it shouldn't happen again.
Yeah, my dice
Why
don't
won't this
like me.
open?
It's okay, DM. Describe it to us.
Now, hang on, I want to show it to you. Yeah, no, I can describe it to you. My tech is bad. All right, forget it. My tech is bad today. All right, let's go back to the game. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty easy to find. So he asks you to pack up and set out. It's daytime, and although a black smoke hangs in the air as usual, when you emerge from the Elven Hall into the grounds, which are beautiful grounds, it seems like the smoke is much lighter here because the canopy of trees provides some protection from the bad air. And the caretaker leads you to the edge of the ring of trees and urges you out. So one thing we're going to do, we're going to stop here, and you guys got to let me know what your provisions are and what you carry a little bit when you walk around town.
Okay.
And you can role play that and say like what your character has. So I'm going to start with you. You go.
Okay.
None of us were ready for this.
No.
I know, it's like a quick quiz, right?
I'm so happy I wasn't the first one.
I was hoping you'd be the first, yeah.
But don't look at D&D Beyond. Don't even look at that. Just tell us what you are. Who you are. Don't
Just
even
role
look.
play it. You don't have to have
role
it on
play
your
it.
character sheet.
Okay. All right. Well, I know what he would have. He Hugo, he always carries at least 4 daggers on him.
Yep.
2 around his 2 on his waist, each side.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 hidden somewhere.
Okay. Okay. And you have your ring, right?
Yes. The
you
ring.
Say you wear that around your neck, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He wears.
So let me ask you, how do you get it on and off from whatever is holding it around your neck?
I just bow on it.
Okay.
I
Is
mean,
it on a?
I do have a question about that. Is it possible to just wear it and not use it?
I don't know. You haven't really experimented with that. You've only taken it on and off. So let's just say that you have to decide what you're doing with it. You keep it in your pocket. It's really not effective to keep it around your neck because you can't put it on.
I'll put it. He'll keep it in a pocket. Fine.
All right. And what else do you have? Just tell us what you got.
The hairs by his chinny chin chin.
Seems like it, right?
Probably have. I know he'll probably have a crossbow. I know I have a crossbow. I have a crossbow.
A crossbow. Okay.
Yeah, just a small one, like a hand crossbow.
A hand bow.
Yeah, and
okay, and some bolts.
Yeah, just a few bolts.
Okay. Okay, and what else? I know you described your outfit. Is that it? You have some money on you?
For the most part, I mean, money he probably has at most probably maybe like 5 gold actually on him.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like walking around with money.
So in this realm, there are imperial talents.
Oh.
Talents, talents, and they are equivalent to gold pieces.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you can have 5 of those if you want. That's actually a lot of money.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. That's probably like equivalent to maybe a week's pay for a minor laborer.
Wow. So he would have less than that then.
Okay.
I see.
I think you do have 5 gold pieces. 5 imperial talents. Like, people can probably eat for a whole day on like a half a talent.
Imperial.
So you have like 10 days of food
Okay.
and drink. Let's go over to Aldra.
Okay.
So you had, I think you carry. Go ahead. Why don't you tell me?
Sure. So, she's definitely about like, carrying as little as possible, but also she likes to be prepared. So, so like the fact that Kestine kind of dropped her, like in the middle of like a group and basically said go, she was like, she's always prepared because that's how he taught her to be.
So what do you have?
So I have a backpack, and that has like my thieves' tools in it, a change of clothes, a small little sack of gold, and then I have a dagger stuffed in my boot. My rapier is by my side on like a belt, and my short bow is in my bag. My short bow of warning.
What kind of bag has your short bow in it? A big bag?
Yeah.
Is it in your crossbow?
Like a medium backpack, like a.
Okay, so it's stuffed in there with arrows too?
Yeah.
Do you think anyone can see it if they're looking at your bag?
I mean, if they really looked hard, probably. I mean, it's not too inconspicuous.
Okay. All right. So let's just in the essence of playing along.
Yeah, sure.
That's what you guys have, and I'm going to ask you to role play what you do with your stuff. I'm not going to track it and this kind of stuff. It's just boring.
Okay, that's fine.
So don't try to whip anything out that you don't have.
Okay.
If you take stuff along the way, you
Yeah.
should document it for yourself and incorporate it into your gameplay.
Yeah.
And don't expect.
I mean, I already lost a dagger, and I made sure to note that. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So when you are set to leave the Enclave, Kestine comes over, and he takes you aside, Aldra.
Okay.
He says to you, you go to the street and wait for Aldra, please.
Do I even really know who you are, though?
Yeah, you met him.
Oh, okay.
Oh no,
I was role playing. Oh,
yeah. No, that's good. I'm sorry. Let's replay that. He looks at you. we met in the streets. Do you recall?
I met a man named Marco. I don't know.
I turn to Hugo and say, I trust him with my life. Go and I'll meet up with you. We still have a lot to discuss.
Oh, okay. Do your thing. It doesn't matter to me. I don't really care. I walk off.
I
So
get
you walk through the trees and you appear on the street. This street is at the edge of town, and there's not much traffic here, and there's no real homes around here or action. So you're kind of standing in the road next to some trees. And Aldra, Christine comes to you and he says, my child, you have erred, and you need to be much more careful.
I get down on one knee. I never meant to kill that guard, and I deeply apologize for my mistake. Please forgive me.
Accepted. However, it's not me that will cause trouble to you. You must understand, if your face becomes a face of renown, that is bad for you and bad for me. So please find it within yourself to have other ways to solve problems than the tip of your arrow. It is your time now to integrate a more intelligent approach to things. This assignment will challenge you in that same way. And I hope that I don't have to cover up for you as I already have.
Understood.
You are way too valuable to me in my heart and in my head to see you fall to a mistake. These are potentially the most challenging times in 1,000 years. And we need great thinkers and great fighters blended into the same person. Okay?
I will think before I shoot.
Good. Now hurry on.
Gets up, walks away.
So she comes out, and now you're standing near the edge of town. And both of you know where the keep is. So what do? The Harbor Master's Tower.
You go. What would you do? You want to go to the tower?
To be honest, all of this is just weird to me.
You're telling me.
I was in my town. I was planning on helping you guys so I could rob you later, and then
I appreciate the honesty.
well, I'm an honest thief.
Oh, that's not a good thing to be when you're a thief.
Well, I've managed to survive this far, so. But I mean, I guess we go to this thing. I don't know why I've been given the responsibility to do this, but whatever.
I'm gonna attempt to pick his pocket.
Okay.
I wanna see if I can do this while he's blatantly looking right at me.
Okay.
Alright, so is that
All right, let's see. Hold on. Let me just look up your character real quick.
that would be sleight of hand, probably?
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Let me just get to your other character. Jesus.
I also think my hit points are weird again.
Are they?
Yeah, I think that I'm having a lot of problems with D&D.
Make sure you treat so in D&D Beyond, it's simple, like in the hit points thing. Go to like on your character sheet next to your character is an anvil.
Yeah.
It's like a thing. And you tap that anvil, and then it will have a manage HP symbol under that thing. and you put your HP in under the anvil section of your thing. If you override your HP,
Yeah.
it'll just disappear. It'll disappear if you go like a rest. It'll just disappear. So hit your anvil, override your HP in the anvil section,
Okay, here you are, Aldra.
and then it will stay for your rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I did that last week, but now my hit points are like I think I have way too much hit points. I think they added, so I don't know what D&D did, but D&D Beyond. But
What
It's
level
all
are
good.
you?
We'll figure it out.
7.
All right, guys, don't give away all your.
Oh, sorry.
I did not hear whatever number you said.
We'll figure it out.
I think it is a sleight of hand.
Okay,
Hang on.
sure.
Yeah, this is what you do. You have to make a stealth dexterity check.
Sure. Okay. So,
And could I perceive this at all?
We'll see what she rolls.
stealth, and then a dex check on top of that?
Well, that's what sets the number. So I'll tell you what it is. Let me just go back to your character here.
That's I think it's a plus 11.
Yeah, stealth plus your bonus.
Okay. Ooh, that's really good. Ha ha. That is a 29.
All right. Well, listen. This is what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
What you need to do is role play how you do this.
Okay.
Okay. So getting back to what we're always saying.
Yeah.
If you want to, so this is a great example, and we'll just stop here for a second. If you want to do something, you don't shout out, "What die roll do I have to make?" You try to do it, and like, for example, if I was going to pick someone's pocket who was standing there talking to me, what might I do? I might like come over and put my arm around them.
Mm-hmm.
I might stumble and bump into them. I might distract them with like, "Oh, you see that bird?" Like something you got to do, and then you can make your die roll.
Okay.
And then it becomes more fun for everybody, right? And then Justin,
Yep.
You can like role play like what happens when she does it.
Okay.
And that's like, and I think that's more fun than just saying, "I pickpocket that guy." I'm not criticizing you. I'm just saying like that's how it can be more fun.
Okay, sure.
So why don't we back up
Uh-huh.
and why don't you give me your best shot?
Sure.
And we'll just pretend that you never said that other stuff.
Okay. All right.
Like what you would do is you would do all this stuff, and at the
Yeah.
very end you say, "What I'm really trying to do is pick his pocket," and then
Okay.
you would roll.
You go, I think we should continue on this mission, understanding that I don't know you. And I put my hand on his shoulder and I turn him towards the city. And you don't know me. But this is the first time in years I've been out of the Elves' Keep. And I think this is the best opportunity for myself and maybe you to experience life. And I pick his pocket with a 29. Come at me.
To be fair,
Okay.
I didn't want to, because Hugo wouldn't let anyone get that close to him.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
You
So again,
tell me.
again, you go. I
Yeah.
mean, Justin, you can just be like, "She puts his arm around me." I'd back off.
Yeah.
Just
tell me.
react.
I didn't want to seem like I was metagaming because she rolled.
No. This is just practice. This is just practice. It's all good.
Go for it.
It's all good.
Well,
And then and I as a DM will look at all that you're role playing, and I might modify these roles. I might say something to surprise you both, and that's what's the fun.
okay. Well, as soon as she puts her on, Hugo would grab. Excuse me. Listen. To be completely honest, like you said, I don't know you, so I'm sure you are a wonderful person, but
I'm not.
It's fine. I I'm not attracted to you, so it,
Well, that goes for me too. So
All
good.
right.
oh well,
So
I mean you came close. I thought you
No.
oh
No, this is friendship. This is not sexual.
a friend oh sure, whatever you say.
all right.
It's
So
fine.
so so
Albra's freaked out now. Like there's a wall.
do you so but you do try to pick his pocket, right?
Well, when he slapped my hand away, I like still went for it. Yeah.
All right. So you as you're the whole confusion, the body language and everything is going on, you do reach into his pocket pretty cleanly during the whole like thing, and you find that you could grab a few coins.
Hmm.
Do you grab them?
Yes, I do.
All right, so you kind of cup the coins out, and you're like, "Hey, I don't.
I,
It's not sexual," and you don't feel it at all. Now you're light a few coins.
in all excuse me. I mean, I understand, okay? I know the different tricks of the trade and everything, so please, I hold my hand up to her.
Yeah,
Can
well,
you
you don't know that she picked
You
your
didn't
pocket.
feel it. You
Yeah.
didn't feel it.
Okay, so just to clarify, so we could just okay, that's fine.
Is he just
That's the way.
assuming? Oh, you're just assuming I tried something when I got close to
I
you?
wanted
She rolled really good though, dude. Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
give
yeah,
it to
yeah.
her.
She rolled really good, and and anyway, we're just boxing that into a lesson learned, and yeah, you know what? She picked your pocket. You know,
It's
two
okay. I plan to
two
give
thieves
it
hanging.
back.
Well, if you're going to give it back, don't say I plan to give it back. Just be in character and do it
Okay.
whenever you're ready. All right. So, in the essence of time, um, you're supposed to go to the harbor
Yeah.
master's keep.
We can. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, we would head there. Yeah.
We're
Yeah. So
heading there
your
anyway. Yeah.
your trip there is uneventful. You know, it's a busy day. Life is trying to go on in Black Smoke. You cross the River Run, which is the small canal that runs through the center of town. You make your way through some neighborhoods that usually you don't travel through. You try to keep to the shadows if possible. You're not walking down Main Street with your own theme music playing. You're still trying to figure each other out and why you are thrust together. Aldra seems to have some very strong purpose to doing what she's doing, but Hugo is a little bit skeptical, but kind of in the back of your mind, you remember the guy who gave you the ring and what you promised him and what he offered you. So if you forgot that, I'm just reminding you.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah. So together but separately, you cross the city. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes of walking to make your way down to, and now you're standing. You can start to smell and hear the busyness of the river, and you do see the familiar the keep. The harbor master's keep is probably about 3 stories tall, and on top of it is almost looks like the tower at an airport. Okay, just to be really obtuse about it. It has the top is windows and a peaked roof that goes all the way around, and there at the base of it are some smaller outbuildings, and it's surrounded by a fairly significant wall. There are 2 gates in the wall. One gate is the main gate, and that faces the harbor. And there's a smaller gate that looks more like a door. That's just a thick wooden door that's in the wall. The gate is really a gate. And you guys, when you approach, again, separately but together, you remember what it kind of looks like. You feel it out, and you're there. And there's a lot of action there. There's people moving. There's boats being unloaded. There's longshoremen. There's merchants. There's city guards. There's people milling about. It's a busy, busy location.
Okay. I'm gonna walk ahead and go up to like just basically grab someone by the arm, like, and stop them and ask, "Hey, do you know where I can find Glorin von Grimm around here?"
But what? I'm busy. Who are you?
Hey,
He like pulls away. He's like,
I walk past her
Yeah.
as she's doing that to someone that I see, and just say, excuse me, good man.
the dicks.
I'm a new worker here, and I was told to find Lauren von Grimm, I think.
Glorin, hey. You know
Yeah.
what? Nobody sees Glorin. Glorin sees you. So, if you got a job to do, report to the way station over there. You look a little improperly dressed to work on the docks, and if you ask me, you look a little scrawny. And the guy kind of like, he goes off.
Thank you, sir. I walked to where he led me, where he told me.
I follow, very annoyed.
All right, now you're at like this place. It's almost like a place where like dock workers congregate looking for work.
Okay.
You don't really know how the docks work at all. It's kind of a little confusing.
Mm-hmm.
You see people working and other people standing around, and now you're standing around with them. You're very much not looking like people who work at the dock.
I go up to one of the guys who's just standing around. Hey, I'm new here. Do you know where Glorin von Grimm is? I was told by my master to deliver a message to him.
Hey.
What?
Get in line with the rest of us. If you want work, you got to get to the end of the line.
No, I don't want work. I need Glorin.
Man, I never heard of him. And then this guy comes up. He looks like some kind of barge sailor captain guy. He's like, all right, I need four of you. I got to unload this barge right here.
I raise my hand. Hey.
Yeah, I raise my hand also.
Mm.
I try to push past as many people as I possibly can.
Yeah, they're not interested in you. He grabs he taps like three guys in the shoulder, and the one guy brings his friend, and they kind of walk off.
Before they
down
walk
the
off, I'll trip one of them.
You trip one of them?
I'll try.
Okay. Why don't you roll an attack?
All right.
You get +4 surprise. Jay, your room got really dark. I don't know if that's just...
sorry about that.
That's all right. If you can fix that, that'd be good.
Yeah, give me 1 sec.
All right, roll.
I had a 23.
All right, so you stick your foot out, and you trip one of these guys, and he falls on his face. He doesn't even know that you did it, and he And
I want to talk to the guy who pulled on. Are you sure you want to take this man? I mean, he's clumsy. He can't do his job. I can do the job.
And then the other guys, they're walking off. You could just kind of go with them.
I'll just follow with them. I'll just follow along. I'll be
Just
number 4.
Go.
All right, so
I slap him on the ass as he walks by. Good job.
Hey, you girl.
Yeah.
You hear a voice behind you. So you now go down to the docks. You have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're dressed in black, and you look like a thief. And I don't know why anybody would want you to unload their boat, but you're just trying to blend in, and you got to walk the way the dock. I'll explain how the docks are in a minute. Zach, I wish Vance was here. He would tell him everything. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
We had a character before, a barbarian, who was a dock worker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was an expert on the waves of the river.
That would help so much.
But he's gone on to greener pastures. Hey, girl, come on.
What?
So you turn
I go
around.
to yeah.
You see like a really scrawny old guy who definitely couldn't work on the docks. You looking for Glorim?
Yeah, I am.
What do you want with them?
I just got a few questions I gotta ask. That's all.
Yeah, questions are expensive. What do you got?
I slip him the 2 gold I stole from my companion.
He puts out his hand.
I just shake his hand and slide the gold to him.
Oh yeah, his hand is very well greased and weathered to accept gold coin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He looks down carefully, really carefully at what you gave him, and he's like, "Oh, you really want to find him, huh?"
Yeah, I do. Do you know where he is?
Yes, I know where he is. Make a persuasion check.
Hey, okay. Okay, that's really good. Plus persuasion. So that's gonna be a 18.
Okay. Listen, go around the back by the wooden door. Wait for me there.
Just as he's about to walk off, I grab him. You're not gonna jump me, are you? And I like you're not gonna double cross me, right?
If I was going to double cross you, I would say no. And if I was not going to double cross you, I would say no. So what does it really matter what I answer?
Insight check. Insight check. I don't want to die. Oh, that's really bad. That's really bad.
His comment really makes you think, and you're like, oh yeah, that's true.
He's trustworthy.
All right, so
I go back where he points me.
He kind of disappears into the gate of the front of the harbor master's tower, and you can see there's like lots of activity in there. There's horses with carts. There's some goods stacked up. There's a lot of people running around. He goes in there somewhere,
okay.
And you go around the other side. Remember, this is like almost a whole city block. This tower area. So you walk around. You're now being, ushered into. This is the way that the docks work. The barges don't really have any power on their own to dock, and large ropes are extended and floated out into the water, and the dock hands and the barge hands work together to wrap these large ropes around a piston. And then they pull the boats into the slip, and then you get on. So there are 2 ropes. 2 guys get on one rope because you're going to literally pull this boat in, okay? And then there's 1 guy who you don't know, and then there's you. And you're kind of standing there, and it doesn't kind of make some logical sense to you what you're supposed to do, and they're all looking at you like, let's go, buddy.
All right, yeah, I go along. I follow the guy in front of me. The guy, yeah.
All right. So you put your hands on this big slimy wet rope, and
right before I actually do it, I just kind of shove that guy in the water.
Why?
Oh, you shove the guy in the water. All right, so roll.
I'm gonna do it.
All right, roll an attack. You get +4 for surprise.
He's your muscle right now.
18.
All right, so you put your hands on this guy's back because he's in front of you, and you push him right in the water.
Well, I didn't want to be that direct though. Like I kind of wanted to shove him, like kind of just like a bump.
Like,
you shove him into the water. He falls in the water. He's like, "Hey, what's going on here?
Oh my God! Someone, please! Someone needs to save this."
What the hell? The guy doesn't have any problem. He doesn't have any problem swimming. He's like, "This guy pushed me. This guy pushed me." The other 2 guys are like, "Are you gonna do this damn job? Quit horsing around."
I'm trying to do this job. Someone needs to speak to this man. Get Glorin. Someone get Glorin because this man clearly is not right for this job.
Listen, if you have a problem, you got to go back to the way station and talk to the harbor hand. And we need 2 more guys over here. And then they come over and they try to fish this guy out of the water. This guy is mad at you. What do you do?
Come back.
I just say, I'll try to get Glorin because nobody else seems to care. I walk back to the way station.
All right. They fish this guy out of the water, and you don't even look over your shoulder at that whole business.
No, I don't.
It's 100 paces to get back to the the place you are. Now you're back there. Now, Aldra, you go to the back door.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people around still, but you wait by the door, and sure enough, it opens. Inside is like, it looks like it's a building that actually abuts the back wall. So it's not into the courtyard or anything. Door opens up about 3 inches, and you see this 2 eyeballs looking out. Hey, come on.
Okay, I go in.
Okay, so now you're in like in a small storehouse. It's damp and dark in here. It smells like a lot of different stuff, like maybe some food and maybe some other equipment. It smells like there's some wood smell.
Okay.
It's very dark, and he says, come on, I'll take you to him.
Okay. I follow, but I reach down, scratch my leg, and also pull out my dagger and just like have it at the ready because this is kind of freaking me out a little.
Yeah, you walk across this fairly maybe 60, 70-foot large room. It's pretty dark. You can see some barrels and some bushels and ropes coiled up. And you come to the other end, and he says, okay, through this door is a stairway. Go to the top and knock.
Okay. Thank you.
So,
And I climb the stairs.
okay, so you're going up the inside of the round keep tower.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a window occasionally you see out. You can see in one
Can
direction.
I see him? Can I?
No, he doesn't know what to do. He's out there all by himself. All right, so you get to the top, and like you said, there's a door. Up here is like a landing. It's like almost like a little lobby.
Okay.
And the stairs come up into a wooden floored area. You're pretty high now, and you could see there's a bunch of really big windows behind you that look out over into the interior of the city. Okay, and it's round. The wall is rounded. It's really kind of cool. And then directly on the other side is another wall with a door.
Oh, so there's another door?
Well, it's like you come to a landing, and then there's like behind you are these big windows.
Yeah.
And then in front of you is this wall with a door in it. Okay,
I'm gonna put my ear up to it, see if I hear anything first before I knock.
All right, make a perception check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna roll my percentage.
Yeah, roll your percentage.
Okay. It's 47.
All right, so you can hear a gruff voice inside there. It's very muffled. You can't make out the words.
Okay.
Seems like
flick my hood up.
Kind of like.
Oh, okay. Sounds like Christine when he's having some troubles. Gonna put my hood up. Try to cover like my face a little, and I'm gonna knock. Like.
All right, Glorum, you hear a knock at your door. Of all the things, last time someone knocked on your door.
Are you Glorum? Are you Glorum?
Is anybody in the room with me right
now? You tell me.
You were muttering to yourself. If not,
no one's in the room. No one's in the room. What you want out there?
Hey, you glowing?
McLaurin, no one's knocked on your door in about a year.
If I'm glowing, then you've got a death wish.
You see, I don't, so I'm gonna back up. It was a lovely day. Nice meeting you. Goodbye. I'm just gonna back up onto the staircase.
Okay.
Christine sends his regards. See if that gets any any kind of reaction.
All of a sudden, actually, there is someone in the room. The door opens, and a half orc looking man opens the door and addresses you. What do you want with Glorin?
I was told he might have some information that I need. That's it.
Information, huh?
Yep, that's it.
How much corn did you come with?
That's for me to know, and you maybe to find out if you let
Is
me
it
in.
now? He
Yes.
goes to fucking punch in the face right then and there.
No, no.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
This will be the.
Yes, he does.
First time. I'm gonna counter if I can.
I got an 18.
All right,
Okay.
so you are talking. You're trying to be clever, and then your whole face now has a big fist in it. You take 2 points of damage, and your mouth shuts.
Well, remember
He goes for a grapple.
No. Remember that dagger that I had ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like the minute he punches me, I'm just gonna wham it right into his rib cage.
Okay, roll your attack.
Try to hit me, mother.
You guys are the most violent people I ever met. Everyone hits everybody.
Okay, so that's an 18 to
Okay.
Yeah, that's an 18.
Is that a modified 18?
Yeah.
Okay, so you stick your dagger in. I guess I don't know this guy, so
I don't know. I just slam it into his rib cage.
Yeah, you stab him.
Yeah.
So this guy is now has a dagger.
And I just try to back up as quick as I can.
Do you leave the dagger in the guy?
Yeah, I don't have.
You pull it out?
No, it's in him still, so I don't have my dagger anymore.
All right, that guy takes. What is your strength bonus?
Who? Me?
I'm talking to Aldra.
I'm about to say, yeah.
My strength. Oh, sorry about that. Strength bonus is +3.
All right, so he takes 7 damage. This guy, whoever he is he like your manservant?
Yes.
Bodyguard? He's your bodyguard?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's a big half orc, and he's got like a dagger sticking out of his side of him, and he doesn't seem to like that. Now, time out. You go. What you are back at the same station?
Yep.
And now you're just kind of looking around.
I go to the nearest person.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see this elven girl? She has like just like a certain expression. She hates everyone. Did you see?
Nobody.
I hate everyone equally. Okay.
Okay. All right.
What about Glorin? Well, how do you know where this Glorin fellow is? Glorin.
Hey.
On.
Hey. You looking for Glorin?
Yes, I am.
Come here. I think your friend went up to see Glorin. I don't know if we'll ever see her again, but you might have better luck.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You probably won't see me.
Screw her, right? Yeah, but no, seriously, where can I find Glorin?
Well, that kind of information is pricey.
Okay, I put my hand on his shoulders and I kind of point in the direction. I say, so just bear with me for a minute. So if I came from that direction, correct? So if I go, and as I'm talking to him, I'd like to pick his pockets.
Okay.
You get the 2 gold you lost.
All right, roll it. Stealth check.
Oh, stealth?
Yeah, stealth.
Okay.
Plus your bonus.
Okay. That's a 22.
Yeah, so you reach down into his pocket and miraculously you pull out 2 gold talents.
And over his shoulder?
Hey, buddy, I don't care where you've been. I care where you're going. And if you want to go see Clorin, you're going to have to pay.
I hold it in front of them. The two that I just. I will pay for this information.
Wow, today is my lucky day.
It really is.
He says, go around the back door.
That sounds a bit shady. I don't think I just go.
It is shady. It's very shady. You can go where I've been.
Just
Listen,
go.
that's the only way I can get you in to see him, okay? So either take it or leave it, and I already got your coin. So he walks
Yeah,
away.
he does.
Okay.
He goes into the complex there, and you kind of like lose sight of him. Now back upstairs, you just stabbed the bodyguard, and Zach, what's he do next?
He rips it out of his side and throws it on the ground and goes for a grapple on her hair.
Stop! Listen, I just want to talk to your boss or whoever. Jesus.
He picks you up by your hair and throws you into the ground in front of him.
All right, roll it.
I'm gonna let it happen.
Yeah, that was a crit 20 on my part. So
Yeah, I'm bald now.
Roll the critical.
All right.
Maybe her neck will snap off. The end of her character. Who knows?
I really like this character, guys.
Oh, dude, seriously? I'm not even kidding you. That was I got both max. Yeah, that was 100. I could show you.
Wait, what'd you roll? You rolled a 0-0?
Seriously,
you rolled a 0-0?
Fucking both of them are marked fucking max.
I'm dead. It's been nice.
Wait. You just rolled a 0-0?
Yes, I rolled a natural 100. Yes.
Okay. Let me see what my critical table says.
I'm not joking. I did.
You bastard.
There are marks on my dice by this little symbol here.
No, I see it. I believe you. You have not ever lied about anything.
No, I never will.
How Guanjun of you.
So this guy grabs you by like your hair, and he tosses you onto the ground, and you are knocked unconscious.
I see.
And you are completely incapacitated.
Is that you, Mother? Dad? Why are we back in the forest? What's going on?
He has given you what they call a shock to the system. You have you're knocked down to 1 hit point.
I liked Guanjun better. I said it and I meant it.
You are unconscious.
Oh, I hate this.
And what does that guy do next? What's his name?
His name is Othrock.
Othrock seems pretty pleased with himself. Now, what are you going to do with this unconscious elf laying on the floor?
Othrock tosses some water in her face.
What do you want?
Wake her up.
She does not wake up right now. So
he is holding her hair like this, and he's just tossing water in her face to get her to wake up.
All right, so she doesn't wake up right away.
Okay.
Now, Hugo, to make a long story short, you are brought up the stairs again, and Othrock, you see another character coming to the top of the stairs. This is like the busiest day you've had in months, and it is this guy.
I see them now, right? Did I see him splashing water on her face?
Yeah. You see him splashing water on her face.
Oh my God! You found her. You found my deaf sister. I am really so happy. I am so pleased that you.
Who are you?
Is that the orc person?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh,
there's a large hulking half orc who has a lot of hair in his hand that's been torn out of Aldra's head, and she is laying on the ground motionless with a big puddle of water. She's kind of laying in a pool of water. And he's splashing water on her, and he kind of looks like he thinks you should join her in the unconscious state.
Oh, sir, please, just understand. I'm trying to get her. You see,
he doesn't like talk.
She's kind of not all there exactly.
On your knees.
Excuse me?
On your knees.
like both of them or just one? I have a problem with one knee.
I don't like fucking small asses, little man. Unarm yourself and get on your knees.
A man, Glorin sent me.
Hey, Glorin! You seen
thank
this man?
Oh shit!
I didn't send anybody, actually.
Glorin,
On your knees.
Okay, all right, whatever. I'll do what you say. You seem to be into the whole dominating thing, so fine, whatever.
Blades on the ground.
Blades.
Do you disarm?
I would put my 2 daggers on the side, and yeah, I put the 2 daggers that's on my hips down on the ground.
Okay.
All right. He welcomes you in. Come inside. But
Okay.
no more than 10 feet to Volgren or your head gets off your shoulders. You understand?
And what are you going to do with the unconscious girl?
She's laying there.
Okay, so she's out in the lobby.
It's all good.
All right, so hold on. Aldra, make a Constitution check.
Sure. Oh, that's bad.
What's your number?
Well, it's a natural 5.
All right, so you don't wake up this round.
No.
You're still in La La Land.
Mom?
Okay.
Who's my ex?
Mommy?
Scrummy?
So these
All right.
doors close behind you, and what you see in front of you is this man behind a desk, and it's this little short, fat dwarf, and his hair is just slicked back behind his neck, and he's got a plate in front of him, and he addresses
Whose phone
you.
is ringing? You cannot get any phone calls when you're unconscious.
Says,
Keep going.
what is your name, laddie?
I'm. Can you repeat that? I didn't hear that.
What is your name, laddie?
Oh, my name. My name is Hugo,
Hugo, huh?
and I am assuming that you are Glorin.
Don't assume anything, laddie. Just listen to me, will you?
Another
No.
man with a dumb. Okay, fine. All right, fine. Okay. Do I need
Do you
to
like
do my-
steak?
What?
Do you like steak, laddie?
Actually, yes, I do like steak.
Yeah, I do as well. Last week, I sent out for the steak last week, a week ago. One of those expensive steaks in town, this steak. It came in yesterday, fresh packed. My chef, she looked at me, she said, let me make that special for you. I said, hey, I would like that. It's been marinating a full day. Herbs and garlic, all that good stuff has been marinating. I've been waiting a week for this steak, laddie. If it gets cold before you're done talking, we're gonna have a fucking problem now, won't we?
I mean, well, you could always heat it back up. I assume. I mean, you don't know. I don't want a problem. Okay, fine, whatever. Someone sent me. Kirshen, Kirk, whatever. I don't know his name. I don't know the man. the Kirshen, the girl outside, my deaf and dumb sister out there.
I hate you.
This guy is awesome. I love him.
She knows. We both came here to see you. We mean no offense. We aren't trying to attack or do anything. We just came to talk. Now we understand that you don't usually get visitors, but we were sent here. But the girl outside, the almost bald one now, she has the actual information about. We're looking. Okay, we're looking for a girl. That's all I know. We're looking for some girl, 100 years, girl, once in a lifetime, prophecy, danger, body infernal. It's all gibberish to me.
A girl, you say?
Yes.
What kind of girl exactly?
It's just
And he's thinking you here in the first place.
I can't help you. I'm so
No,
sorry.
this is priceless. Keep going.
I can't help him.
Kirschwil. Kirkwin.
Could it be Christine by chance?
Yes, that's the man. Yes.
Oh, frack. Leave the room, would you? Watch the girl. And Othrak says, "Oi, you got it." And he walks up the door to the outside and watches the girl.
All right, so
Hugo
make
personally.
another make another check, Constitution check.
Oh, wait, me?
Yeah, Aldra, go ahead.
Oh, that's a natural 3, guys. I'm out.
Yeah, she doesn't wake up. So Othrak will just scoop her up.
Wait, don't scoop me up, please.
Yep. Yeah, you can't say anything. You can't do anything about it. So Othrak just brings the girl in and sits her in one of the chairs in the room there.
Please be gentle, sir. She has a very small frame.
I hate you.
All right, continue.
Here's the thing here, laddie. I've worked a long time. And you see this old dwarf with gray kind of streaks in his black hair, his slick back, this braided beard sitting in front of him, plump belly. He's sitting behind this desk. He sits about 4'5" tall. He addresses you and says, "I've worked a long time to get where I'm at. I've worked very hard, actually. You see that great axe on the wall there? Here you go. Every notch on it is a man's skull that I've smashed in with it. And you just see notches on notches on notches on notches on this axe." He says to you, "You know how I got this hairstyle? I actually kind of like it. You know how I got it?"
By the blood of your enemies.
That's a good guess, actually, laddie. Yeah, on the battlefield. My brow was sweating like crazy. The first man that I ever took his head off, blood spattered on my hand. I couldn't see very well, the salt in my eyes from my sweat. Took my hand, slicked my hair back over my brow, over my brow there, and went back to town later on. It stuck well. Got some compliments on it by the ladies. They said, "Hey," they said, "Glorin, looking good there with your hair slicked back. The blood of my enemies in my hair, who knew?" Worked that day ever since.
That is good, actually. Yes, it's a bit unsanitary, but it's very good. It's very good. It's very nice. I like your hair. I like your hair.
And what will I do with your blood, huh?
Oh, mine would turn it to a fritzy mess. You don't want my blood. Unless if you want no more compliments from the ladies, I'm telling you, I mean, it's up to you. You do whatever you want, but my blood is no good. I don't even like my blood.
I want to know one thing, laddie. And he goes to the wall and he grabs a little hand axe off the wall. Not his grasp, but his little hand axe. And he walks over to you. He holds his hand. He's like this. His arms are crossed. The hand is just kind of waving around in front of you. And you see this pudgy, 4'5", pudgy, old dwarf standing in front of you. A couple scars on his face. He says, "What if I were to find out you were lying to me?"
Well, I am the most honest person you'll ever meet.
How do you know? He points over to the side. He says, "Othrak, grab that little pearl on the wall over there. Just look a little pearl. Like he has several different ornaments in the wall. One's a pearl. He says, put it on his head for me. Takes this pearl and he puts it right on top of your head. And Orthrok says, hold still there, little man.
Is this going to kill me?
Maybe. I have no idea what he's doing. This guy is off.
Guy walks back behind his desk. He grabs his hand axe again. He has 2 hand axes now.
No.
He says, back in the day when I was little wee lad, very, very young, I used to fight everyone I could. That's what I did for a living, actually. Blacksmith's a pretty hard town, but, I fought in the underground for years here. Got me where I'm at now, actually. A dwarf in this town, are you kidding me? Couldn't make a name for myself if I tried. Other than fighting. Fighting's what I was good at, lad. Hell, I could knock a pea off a man's head 30 feet away from me if I wanted to with this little guy.
Listen, I absolutely believe you, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I'll put this away. I'll walk away. Fuck it. Goodbye. It's fine.
Oh, you're not walking away anyway, lad. And Orthrok comes around and hold your shoulders down, hold you still.
Listen,
It'd be best for you if you hold. It'd be best for you right now, lad, if you held still. Trust me. And I pull back and I throw my hand axe towards the pearl.
Is it a pearl? It's this big.
Yeah, it's just a little pearl on his head.
All right, why don't you roll it?
I would duck. I would do whatever I can to duck.
All right.
No, I actually rolled in that one. That's bad.
I would duck.
You did not roll the one.
I seriously did. I seriously rolled in that one.
I would so duck. I would evasion. I would use.
Which makes sense for my character, actually.
From the corner, you hear, of course.
I seriously rolled in that one. I strike Orthrok.
Yeah, why don't you roll your critical on that one?
Okay.
It's going great, guys.
You guys are having a really good first
64.
Oh, no way. Did you really roll a 64?
64, yeah.
Oh, Flex dead.
I would use every skill that I can to touch it.
All right, hang on. Let me look at this real quick here. Fumble table, 64. Oh, man.
What is this? Please don't let it hit me in the corner.
This is what happens. So Glorin has told you glorious stories of his skill. And he pulls back that axe like he has been for decades with a smirk on his face. And he lets it go across the room. And at the same time, you duck. And the axe kind of goes a little bit off. It goes right past Orthrok's face.
Not me. Please, not me.
And it goes into the door behind you all. But it doesn't hit with the blade. No, it doesn't hit with the blade. It hits with the handle. And the handle causes it to ricochet. And it actually breaks the handle. And now just the head of the axe is arcing across the room. And it goes into the corner, and the axe is broken. And Glorin, you don't look so clever right now.
Are you... What the fuck was that? Yes, you are a man of great skill. Absolutely. Can you not do that again, please?
What are you here for?
Oh, now...
Well, he's going to pick up his axe. Like he's going to pick up the head of the axe in the corner.
Aldra, make another Constitution check.
Okay. I honestly don't want to wake up at this point.
Hugo's about to walk the hell out.
Yeah. Don't leave me. Plus my that's a 9.
A 9?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, you start to wake up.
What was that sound?
You have incredible throbbing headache, and you really can't turn your head very well because your neck is like pulled and destroyed.
Motherfucker.
My deaf dumb sister. She's awake.
I hate you.
Please, no more throwing. Okay, she's. I really need to get her to safety.
I'm gonna throw up. That's what I'm gonna do.
Glorin goes back and sits at his desk to his steak that he's got sitting there waiting for him.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, "It's a belt. I'm temp already. You've got 1 more minute before I lose my steak and I lose my temper."
What the hell? I talk about this damn girl. This girl. This
Are you telling him about
body
our quest?
Quest, you say? Girl, you say? Yes, all you've said so far. What are you talking about?
Do you know Christine? And I like hobble out of my chair like dead.
Oh my deaf sister.
All right. When you go to stand up, make a dexterity check.
Oh god. Okay.
Minus 4.
Minus 4. Okay. That's that is a 15.
That's with minus 4?
Yeah, because I rolled a 14 and I'm plus 5, so it's a 15.
All right, so you kind of stumble across the room and you almost fall right into Glorin's steak.
Yeah, I like lean like on the.
So Glorin, her face is about 8 inches from yours now, and you're looking longingly into each other's eyes.
Oh, nice.
And you, Aldra, can smell this steak, and it's your head really can't pick it up straight. So, Glorin, you're seeing a very odd-looking situation. A girl with a huge chunk of hair ripped out of her head, who can't hold her head straight, who almost fell face first into your steak.
I told you she's dumb.
Listen, stop talking. Okay. Listen, I'm done playing these games. I'm done with your orc. Okay, listen. Christine sent us. I am a student of Christine's. We are looking for a girl. She's really rare. She only, like, a person like her is only born every 100 years.
I stop you right there just for a second. I just say, Orthrock, outside the door. Make sure no one's listening.
Oh, my God.
I will. And he walks inside the door and closes the door. No one's listening outside.
Apparently, she's a vessel for a really powerful, like, spirit of some kind. She's lost in the city. That's what we think anyway. And we think maybe one of the factions is holding her. You know about the factions. Please, is there anything you have for my neck?
Chastain sent you a...
Yes. Christine just loses her temper.
But you see him kind of just take a deep breath for a second.
I lean over and take a piece of his steak. Just so pissed.
He doesn't care, actually. It's kind of funny. He doesn't care. You take a piece of the steak. It's fine. You eat it.
Yeah. Nom, nom, nom. My neck feels horrible.
He stares at his wall, looks at his great axe on the wall. He says, "Yes. I knew the factions very well, actually."
Yeah, you and me both. Do you know who would take her? I have my suspicions, but the only suspicions.
And what faction do you apply to exactly?
Do I apply to?
That's right. There's 4 here. You're obviously one of them.
No, I'm not. What about you?
I want to roll insight on that and see if she's lying.
Go ahead.
Natural 1.
No. No, it's not good though. It's not good though. It's not bad. It's a 13.
You don't know? Maybe, maybe not. I am dressed in all black. I mean, I am obviously.
You can't decide if she's lying or not, but you know that she's an elf. because you can see her ears and her skin and her look. Now, the other guy, you have no idea.
What if you were sitting by Castine? Why wouldn't Castine come himself then?
You really think Castine's gonna come? When has Castine ever bothered with something this trivial?
Trivial, you say?
Yes.
Then why is it so important to you if it's just trivial?
It's important to me because Castine has told me to do this. Now you can either help us, or I can go kill your orc, find a healing potion for my damn neck, and be on my merry way.
Let me be honest with you, Lassie. Lassie, listen here. You are the fourth person to walk in my door today.
Fourth, really?
The fourth one looking for information about the girl. You see this? You see this here? You look around. We're surrounded by windows.
I can't look around.
I see everything. Well, you can't look around, can you? Well, let me help you out. And
touch me and die. I will. Nope. I'm gonna take out my rapier at my side. I'm going to
grab her hand. You goes on.
All right, let's keep it to a minimum here, fellas and ladies.
Yeah. Okay. Please don't touch my neck, and I back away.
You are.
I mean,
yeah,
she can see. She can see that there's windows.
So just a little description of this room. This room is very interesting. It's like a single large round room with windows on almost every side. In the center is the desk. And around the rest are, some other sort of like screens and furniture. And you can see in the back there's like a bed. And there's like some other furniture around. There's a couch, there's a few chairs, there's some rugs. But the part of the windows that overlooks the harbor has like a desk, another desk that's more of a kind of a shelf. And there are papers and other things just piled everywhere. And, the place is not really well kept. It's a little messy. And he does have this armoire, which has the mountings of these weapons that he's just pulled off. He's thrown one axe and broken it against the door. And the other axe he has still up there, the larger one with all the notches from all the skulls he's bashed in. But you clearly can see and you feel like this vantage point can see everything, including way out onto the river and way, way uptown into the farms and the rolling hills and the forest beyond. Okay. So it's a pretty awesome sight. You have not seen anything like this, and everybody who goes into tall buildings with windows sort of is taken by it, but that's what you see.
Okay. So you like to people watch?
I like to watch everything. It's my job.
That's not creepy.
What? So you mentioned your job. What exactly is your title? Who do you work for?
Me? Work for, huh? I don't work for anyone but myself.
Okay. Who are you aligned with? What faction do you consider yourself?
I'll tell you what, Lassie. You take me to Castine. You let Castine back up what you're saying right now. And maybe we can have some business. But before that, you coming here, someone I don't know. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god. I pull out my ring and I just show it.
Do I have anything on me that would show that I'm a student of Castine at all?
Well, I asked you earlier about all the things you're carrying, and you didn't happen to mention anything.
I have a big K right on my t-shirt. No, no.
Glorin, you do recall what Castine told you. That you would be receiving some visitors.
All right. I'll tell you what. Whatever it is that I know too much. And it's the first time I've ever said it in my life, actually. I keep an eye on everything and everybody. Whatever this is, I'll need some help for sure.
Well, by all means, let me help you.
Aye. We'll see about that. But for now, I better prepare. And a nostalgic-looking dwarf looks over to a chest. Walks over to it. Aye. Me old fighting chest here. Oh, the days I used to be in battle. And he opens it up. And it takes out this dusty chainmail. This old dusty, just he shakes it off even. I haven't worn this in years. I've been sitting on this desk for so long. And he puts it on over his body, and it just sits on top of his stomach. It doesn't even fit over him. It's just sitting on his belly. He's gotten so fat. It doesn't quite fit me anymore, does it? I'll grow into it. Oh, me, oh, my. And he reaches for his great axe. And he says, oh, Asgard, it's been way too long, my friend. I've been sitting behind this desk. I've made so much money without you. But to hold you again feels miraculous. He puts it back in his back, grabs his one hand next to the stone in the wall because he broke one of them. Well, you don't have your little brother anymore now, do you? I'll make do with that. Sticks it on his side. All right. I'll tell you what. You take me. No. Take me to costume. Let's get this all figured out. And let's see what we've got to do here.
Listen.
Because whatever it is that I know too much.
Okay, you said that. Listen, though. Castine didn't mention about me bringing you to him or anything like that. He told me I'd find my answers with you. Now, I don't know what kind of trust issues you got going on. I mean, I agree with them. You shouldn't trust anyone. However, I've been living in the city all my life. Well, that's not true. I've been living in the city for a while. And I've been under Castine's care for almost as long as I've been here. I know it's shady. However, you can trust me, and you can trust me. That's not. That is a. That is a 15.
You good with that, DM?
All right. Yeah, you are really taken with her story, and you feel like this is what you've been looking for. Some damn purpose to yourself.
Join us.
Aye. I've sat here for years wondering what I was doing with my life, other than stacking gold coin. I've always loved that gold coin myself, personally, but I'm 42 years old now. The gray is coming in. I miss my days of glory, honestly. I'll tell you what. Ulthrak! And Ulthrak comes in the door.
Just grab my head instinctually.
Ulthrak, I've got to go for a while. I'm not sure how long it'll take me, but tell them to get somebody else in charge for a little while, will you? Boy. And he walks out.
I could do it for you. I could stay here and be in charge of the entire operation. I could oversee it for you, of course, while you go and take care of your journey.
I'll tell you what. Let's play a little game, will you?
No, never mind. Forget it. I
don't want to play any games with Lauren. He's not fun.
Let's play a game.
All right. Oh, he stretches out his axe. He's got a shield in one hand, his great axe in the other. His big old belly bulging with his chainmail sitting on top of his belly. Just doesn't fit over all the way. All right. Lead the way.
I pick up my 2 daggers that I put on the floor earlier.
Yeah, you guys go out of this big round room, and it's interesting because it's a round room and then a little slice at the end of it, like a tangent of it, is the door and the straight wall, and then the outside of that is the rest of the circle, and that's where the stairs are, and that's where you left your daggers. So you walk out of the room with Glorin, with Aldra, whose head is still like this, and you pick up your daggers, and you head down the stairs into the dark storeroom.
I walk
There-
behind them the entire time.
And there we will drop the curtain for tonight.
Oh,
Okay.
And you have now become a group, thinly stitched together, but with single purpose.
Extremely thin.
But I will say this. I forgot to tell you something before. When you were at the Enclave, both of you slept as you meditated. And slept or meditated, but each of you had a dream. But it was more like a nightmare. Now, Glorin, you didn't have this dream, but you can hear this. You each were walking, shuffling along in this line, this endless line of other people, like a queue. And it was long. And everybody seemed to ignore everybody. And as this dream went on, you walked further and further into the black smoke wood. And in all directions, in front of you and behind you, was a kind of a clumping group of people, all kinds of people. There were women and children and old men and city guards and merchants and poor people. And you just kept plodding along. And you didn't quite understand what you were doing, but you couldn't stop walking. And it went on and on. This whole dream, it seemed to go on for hours or days. And as you walked deeper and deeper into the woods, places you hadn't been, you got closer and closer to this river. And at the river's edge, you saw this queue of people meet up against the edge of the river. There was a dock. And the dock was like a ferry. And a ferry, a very strange ferry, had a mechanical device that had two ropes that went all the way across the river. And as you waited there, you see a platform, like a raft, coming back across the river. And the river is a very fast, dangerous river. And you're waiting, and you just feel like powerless. Like you're just waiting for something. And the raft comes back, and you get on the raft. And then some other people are pulling the ropes. And you go across the river. Now, across the river, the land is different. And off in the distance, you start to see, as you walk along, a red glow. And you're feeling impending doom, and that all of your humanity is slipping away, and you have no thoughts. You just keep shuffling along with all the others. You don't see each other either. You're alone, but you're together. Then here the earth is scarred and cracked, and there's oozing black ichor, like you remember from the church, Hugo. And you walk on further. It seems to be for miles. And now you're in an area where the trees have been petrified and bleached white from some kind of fire or something. And there's crushed and broken rocks everywhere. The trees are not even in dirt anymore. And then you start to ascend, a rise, higher and higher, longer and longer. Your feet and your muscles and your legs start to hurt, and everybody starts to go down on all fours to climb up steeper and steeper. And now it's rocky, and there are sharp rocks, and you cut your hand, but you don't feel any pain, and you keep ascending. And now you can hear these strange, distant screams. It's like, ah! Ah! And you climb higher. You just can't stop climbing. And higher and higher. And you see the top of this ridge. And now you smell like sulfur and ash and fumes like burning flesh. And the people in front of you just keep walking, and the people behind you just keep walking. And you look behind you, and the line of people is miles long, 2 and 3 deep, as far back as you can see. And higher you climb, now stumbling and twisting your ankle, but compelled to climb higher. And you finally reach a top, and you see a huge canyon, miles long and very far across. And you look down, and you see that it just goes down and down and down, and there's jets of gas and fire come out, and there's heat pouring into your face, and ash and smoke, and you feel like this is the source of the black smoke that has filled your lungs for your entire lives. And you see in front of you more people, and then you notice something horrifying, absolutely terrifying. They're just walking off the edge into the canyon, screaming as they fall. And closer you come. It's only 10 feet now, and you're coming up, and the people behind you are kind of shoving. And you look out over the canyon, hovering in the air. You see a girl floating in the air with a white dress, but her face is twisted, and her eyes, you can't make out. It looks like there's something wrong with her. And she's just watching everybody fall to their death in the canyon. And you get right up to the edge, and then you wake up. And that's the dream you had last night. Sorry I didn't tell you before, but it kind of slipped my mind.
That was good. It was great.
Dude, there's something in this water.
And that's where we're going to have to stop for tonight. And I hope that you guys had a great time, because I did. It's awesome. You guys are really awesome.
I think I have a concussion.
Yeah, you got hurt, so you need medical attention.
I'm at 1 hit point.
Yeah, you have 1 hit point. Yeah, sometimes a DM has to spare the player characters' lives.
Yeah, it was great to meet you, by the way. I hate you.
Yeah, I think you guys all hate each other. That was awesome.
Glorin is going to be an interesting character, and this is like when you guys met him, you gotta realize like he's like almost like a mob boss almost. Like he like runs the docks. Like he's like this really nasty dude.
You had that feeling.
Yeah.
Axe at me.
He what?
You axe at me.
Not very skillfully, if that helps.
No, it was terrible. It was an awful throw.
That reminds you of that scene from The Untouchables, where Robert De Niro smashes the guy's head in with a baseball bat.
Oh my god!
Just to show that he can be tough. That was awesome.
You'll grow to love him. I promise.
Oh
yeah. So I think it's good. You guys are catching the drift. Next week we're going to really get into some more cerebral activities for the search for this girl. I think you all understand the gravity of what's going on. Mm-hmm. I'm going to stop the broadcast.